Hey, Good Fox here. Today I want to go through the patch number 3 in Madden 18, go through all the changes and my impressions of the game and how it's changed. I've played for about 4 hours tonight, patch night, with the new stuff, and there's some interesting changes. We'll get to that in a little bit. I want to go through first what's not on this page, what has come out to light afterwards, basically what's not been updated and what the things that the community asked afterwards. All right, Clint Oldenburg on Twitter, one of the developers, he's big into the O-line, D-line interaction stuff, former NFL lineman. He said today's update was done 3 weeks ago. There's nothing to do to change the patch. So this is stuff the community requested over 3 weeks ago that they're just getting into the game because of the certification process or whatever it is to get this thing into the game. But he said there's a couple, and we'll get to this. Yeah, maybe we should do it right now. Basically, halfback hurtling wasn't mentioned in the notes, and that's still probably the biggest thing in gameplay that's affecting people, especially with people sending blitzes off the edge. The Madden meta has kind of evolved into a heavy pressure by a lot of top-end guys. It's not as much strictly cover guys anymore. There's a little bit out there, but a lot of the top-end guys are pressuring you, and you want to be able to block a halfback in order to stop that pressure. But what happens when you block that pressure, the guy jumps over the halfback and just sacks your quarterback. It's like he wasn't even there. But basically, Clint said it's an animation issue, not a ratings issue. We have it fixed, going through the process to get it out. Thanks for your patience. And he said it will be addressed by the end of the month, probably sooner. So we're gonna get another patch by the end of the month. And then also Rex, he had a little interesting tweet too. He was responding to people on this today too. There was an interesting. Legendary Lemon, a guy I talk to quite frequently, said, "Thanks, Rex. Quick question. I thought you said the stream that November would be very feature-rich, but no features this update. Another update soon. I'll get back to you on that one." And then a turkey. So, Thanksgiving's in, what, 18 days? Interesting. So we'll probably get another one this month. You'll see my patch number 4 notes. So Halfback Hurtling, the biggest issue so far. Hopefully we'll get that in a couple weeks' time. Otherwise, dashboarding, another big issue in the community, wasn't actually addressed in these patch notes, but Kralo, a community manager with EA, somebody I'm close to, I know, talked to him quite a bit, good friends with him. Maybe that sounds too bragging, but I'm just saying, good guy. I know him, very good in the community. He just got a job at EA, I don't know, 3 months ago. But this isn't about Kralo's biography. So he said, one thing you'll notice that people dashboarding now, you'll not get a win or a loss. However, the person that performed the dashboard will get a loss. This is by design. We don't want to discourage those individuals trying to perform better matchups. Hopefully this will deterrent for them. So people that dashboard will now get a loss. You won't get a win, which I guess you're wasting, what, 3 to 5 minutes of your time. Kind of sucks because I like free wins. Free rewards for people being scumbags. But that is not going to happen, and I couldn't be more nonplussed about it. Actually, nonplussed means happy. God dang, that's a backwards word. Regardless of my terrible English, I'm kind of whatever on it. It's good about the win. I love that they got the dashboards, the L's. The DC glitch, I'm not sure it is fixed yet on PS4. The lag on PS4, from what I've heard, is pretty terrible. I play on Xbox One, so I haven't seen it. I heard it wasn't patched. The patch notes don't have anything. So let's get rid of them. Let's get into the actual patch notes. So sorry for PS. You're not getting those. But let's go. This is basically the update. They wanted to get it out quick for the Xbox One X. So that's coming out on Tuesday, and they upgraded resolution to 4K Ultra HD with 60 frames per second. So those people that are getting that on launch are going to have a beautiful product. Unfortunately, I will not be able to show it off on YouTube because that's like 1 million gigabytes to upload a lengthy video in 4K. I do it in 1080p. 4K, 60 frames per second. You won't be able to see that on Twitch. Many monitors don't even show up. Maybe if I get an Xbox One X, I'll do one Madden video in it because it's going to take me night and day to upload. And I don't even know if YouTube gives me the preferred upload codec to really deliver that kind of quality to you, or they might downgrade my bit rate to you guys. And anyways, regardless, character level detail, I don't know, that might just be a marketing thing. So here is the features included in the recent update. Pat, these are the top features. We don't need to go through that because we'll go through the details. But those are kind of like that's a small little list. All right, full change list in franchise mode. Updated NFL records for offline. Okay. Addressed issue displaying certain menus in 4K. Addressed issues around injured players not showing as being an IR, and more stability improvements. Pretty generic. Basically, bug fixes, no features for franchise. They've kind of been ignored, and we'll do the same here in this patch note, not go too much into their stuff. Gameplay, what we're here for. The wheel that turns our cog. What? The cog that turns our wheel would be the right way of saying that. Backwards, Fox, today. I'm XOF. Tuned to increase pack accuracy when throwing in a clean pocket with set feet and competitive game style. So, like I said, I played for 4 hours tonight. Actually didn't notice too many inaccuracies. Some people said Ben Roethlisberger's still sailing passes on him. I had Ben and I played with him all night. And I was throwing some deep, some short, some medium, and was not angry at his slinging ability. So this is something they've increased accuracy with throwing in a clean pocket. Congrats. The game felt really good for that. Again, 4 hours. We'll see as it moves along, but okay. Tuned to decrease pack accuracy with throwing across the QB's body, drastic angles, and making backflip throws. Love it. Love it. This is like what I like to call the Russell Wilson throw. Remember against the Packers a couple years ago? Woo! Threw it across the body. He actually completed that. So maybe this is a bad move. I'm just kidding. This is a great move. I hate people that just throw it across the body and get bailed out by the receiver. Generally now, hopefully it'll just go to the DB. Don't make bad reads and play football. Don't do these things and hope you get bailed out. It's kind of cool sometimes. Not gonna lie. Tuned to decrease defensive penalty for using the pass commit adjustment versus running plays in all game style. I pass committed against a run. My guys had their blocks really held, or held really well, if I could say that better. And the guy gained like 10 yards on me. I think that's working fine. That's exactly how I want to have it. I didn't like the pancakes. It seemed unrealistic. So, congrats. Nice tuning on that. Added logic for conservative ball carrier coaching adjustment. Now there's a very low chance for defender fakeouts when the adjustment is active. This is a huge change. So prior to this patch, everybody online, you'd have to go conservative ball carrier coaching adjustment, or else you'd fumble a bunch, and you basically broke tackles pretty well too. You're able to fake people out with spins, jukes, and you're able to truck people. So I have Derrick Henry playing salary cap, so not against the greatest of players. I put him on conservative for the first 2 games. Literally was blown back by CBs. Didn't fall forward on tackles. Wasn't able to truck anybody. Richard Sherman and him got into like a hit stick thing versus truck stick, and God, Richard Sherman just blew his ass up. Plus, one time on the goal line, I literally fumbled with conservative ball carrier on the goal line. That was right near the end of game 2. I ended up winning the game, but I fumbled on the goal line. So with conservative, conservative is basically dead to me. This is DOA now. Conservative. Do not run with conservative anymore. In my opinion, it's trash. Go to balanced. And the reason I say go to balanced is, and you think prior to this patch, when you were on balanced, you fumbled a ton. Now, when I played tonight, I would have expected 2 fumbles a game. No fumbles all night for either team, and except for the one that I had on conservative ball carrier, where I got a hit stick against a Henry. So, good news. Fumbles are sort of back on the table, but they're not like super common. This is the ideal way of playing Madden. I absolutely love it. Sorry that I'm raving so much about it, but I think if this holds up, if these fumbles are rare but still happen occasionally, if you get absolutely popped, great change. All right, tuned to increase frequency of holding penalties when aggressive blocking coaching adjustment is active. I heard a ton of people getting these holding penalties when they had coaching adjustments to aggressive. Great. They said it's doing what it said to do. It's doing what they said in MUT squads. But regular mode, I've been doing my blocking on normal for a while, so I kept it there. No holding penalties. Good. It's good. It's good that you can choose to make that part of your game plan or keep it off. I like that. That balance still has it off, just like competitive Madden and the MUT we've known for a few years. Tuned to increase frequency of offside penalties when the aggressive pass. All right, same thing has happened in MUT Squad. Actually, MUT Squads didn't have this. MUT Squads had this. I made a mistake. MUT Squads had the offside penalties when aggressive pass rush coaching adjustment active. Good. I liked using aggressive pass rush, and I liked having a rotational defensive line front. So I don't love this because it nerfs kind of one of my key strategies, but it's a fine balancing for aggressive pass rush. But it might be worth it still as just like kind of like a game plan to start your game on aggressive pass rushing and then see if your opponent tries to hike you off sides. And if he does, then he knows to keep doing it, and then you go back to balanced. So make them show that they do it. So that's kind of my game plan going forward on that. Addressed issues resulting in catches being knocked out by minimum defensive contact. I thought catching tonight was very good. Even the low catch guys caught pretty well, and then there were some knockouts too if the ball was too close. So I think this is fair. From what I've seen so far, this is fair. I've seen some glitches too, but this is fair. Guys are catching close balls. I like that. If you make a good read, you should catch it. Addressed issues around users losing control for a short time during the camera flip on turnovers. I got a few picks, but I've conditioned myself just to let the stick go during that whole animation, so I didn't really see this. I don't really have this issue because I've fixed it personally because of how hard it has been to really do that over the year. Addressed online grieving exploit around spamming the fake snap mechanic to stop clock and offenders into goes. Okay, cool. Never. I had this happen to me in 17 a couple times, but I haven't had it happen to me in 18, luckily. But they fixed it. Good. Addressed issue resulting in incorrect field position after touchback occurs on missed field goal. I've seen that glitch a lot online. Not me personally, but I've seen the highlights of it in little clips. Those are always funny. But they fixed it. Good for them. Addressed issue where kick return player will get stuck in a strafe assignment. I've seen this on an interception. I don't know. Kick return player will get stuck in a strafe assignment after colliding with teammates. So maybe this is why they don't block. They don't find teammates to block or guys to block. Cool. I never really noticed it on kick return. Maybe because I'm more in tune with just trying to find a hole and don't really see it, but cool. Tune to ensure players populate the run pass counter filter of the play call menu. I don't use that play call menu part. If you do, then good for you. They tuned it to increase the play population. Added skills trainer gauntlet stability improvements. Cool. I haven't checked that out since August. Added a controller rumble prompt for MUT squads to notify user control receivers when the ball snap. Well, that's kind of a neat feature. Nothing more to say about that. Tune to address inability to move the outside linebacker when showing blitz and dollar formation. Dollar formation is gonna be kind of the future, I think. The way that DB Fire 2 works still, I think you might see that a lot. So, slight buff, a little bit of a buff on that dollar formation. And then MUT squads, the incorrect XP awards, cool. And address rare issue around the field goal net and large after field goals. All right, cool. So overall, what I've seen tonight after testing it personally, and it's kind of hard to show that visually because a lot of this stuff is like over time. A lot of the things that I told you about, this is kind of comes with user input and feedback, and it's hard to show one concrete example for a lot of this stuff. But there it is. Thanks. Let me know what you guys thought about the patch. Let me know what you guys think they should patch going forward. What else they got in the game. There's still a few glitches in PS4. People I heard still have it tough. So other than that, thanks for watching. Call to action. I'll see you tomorrow.